Stop number 20 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Pocono Raceway, Pocono, Pennsylvania, as we're here today for the running of the AC Sparkplugs 400s. We're set for 30 laps of racing on this 2.5-mile triangle-shaped racetrack. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, weren't we just at Pocono for a few races ago? Well, yes, we were. Race number 16 on the tour. But back in the day, they used to run Pocono about maybe 4 weeks apart, approximately. So that's why we're back here for race number 20 on the season, as the second half of the season is just underway pretty much. On the pole for this race here today, it is number 43, Mike Becker. On the pole for this race here today, number 43, STP Pontiac. He's alongside James Sykes, number 90, the Heilig Myers Ford. Second row sees number 20, Joshua Osborne, and number 98, that is Laura Chung. Third row has number 17, Roberto Crown Jr., a really good qualifying run for that number 17 team. He's flanked by Dylan Young in number 2, the championship points leader. Going to row 4 is car number 4, William Brock, and beside him number 22, Dylan Poteet. Next row down has number 15, Alex Miller, and going for the Pocono sweep, Trent Dunham in car number 1. He won here earlier this season. Next row down has Aaron Macklin in 87 and 28, that is Kat Badson. Next row down has number 5, Phil Parker, and number 40, that is the car Zach Winkle, the Daytona 500 champion. Next row down has 33, Matt McIntyre, and number 7, Allison Rain. Next row down has number 42, Kyle Matthews, who won a season at Dover. He's alongside number 41, the California winner, John Andrews. Next row down has number 21, Quentin Moore, the Coca-Cola 600 winner at Charlotte. He's alongside number 26, that is Ryan Brommer. Next row down has number 24, Charles Sanford. He won a season at Sonoma. He's alongside number 99, Levi McIntyre, the XF SKF Ford. Next row down has number 16, Rob Evans, and number 25, that is James Sykes. Or no, excuse me, that's James Henry, in 25. Next row down has number 10, that is Paul Minnick, the Talladega winner, and beside him number 30, that is the car of Ryan George. Next row down has Daniel Bouchard, winner of the season at Michigan and Richmond, and beside him number 29, Zachary Fitzwater. Next row down has number 36, that is Cement Oscon, and number 18, that is the car of Nathan Ormond. Next row down has number 44, Seth Cohen, the winner, he's not yet won a season, I should say, in the 44 machine. He's alongside number 6 car of Zach Rogers, the winner this season at North Wilkesboro. Next row down has number 75, Jesse Turner, and number 94, Jessica Shelton, winner at Bristol and at Riverside. Excuse me. Next row down has number 3, Cole Deaver, and number 88, Keith Batson. Deaver winner this season at Atlanta and Daytona in the Pepsi 400. He also won, in Atlanta, the first race there. Beside him is Keith Batson, I mentioned. He won at Darlington and again at Martinsville. So next row down has number 37, Dylan Abrahamian, and Muhammad Abdullah in 81. Starting shotgun of field be number 71, Daniel Gatrock, and number 23, Wes McCoy, the winner of the Winston at Charlotte this season. So 40 cars are set to go as we're about ready to hear the thunder of 40 engines at Pocono Raceway. Here comes the command to fire them up here today.
Drivers, start those engines!
So pace car about to duck off on the pit road here as we're about to, as the field comes off pit road for the pace lap. We're back for the start of the race right after this. So coming off turn number 2, they come here on this 3-turn track here. Manufacturer's breakdown, 18 Fords, 13 Chevrolets, and 9 Pontiacs in the field here this season for the Castrol GTX Cup Series. As we are about ready to start the 20th race of the 34 we're going to run into the season. We are down to the final 15 races this season, counting this one here at Pocono. Mike Becker, who's not yet won the season. He's looking to get his first victory of the season. As they come up the third and final corner here, there's no turn four at Pocono. Let's remember that. And Quentin Moore is coming off the third turn, and as is Paul Minnick. Meantime, green flags, but the fly were underway in the AC Sparkbugs 400. But something wrong with the 10 and the 21 cars both. There you see Minnick coming down pit road. So is Quentin Moore. Quentin's out of the race, and as is Minnick, I think. Yes, Minnick's also out. Well then. So back to the race itself. Mike Becker got the early lead here as they come off turn number 2. Touch break for both Paul Minnick and Quentin Moore. As far as the start is concerned, James Sykes will have to take the lead going into turn number 3. It's a camshaft failure for Quentin Moore and a header failure for Paul Minnick. So both the cars had suffered engine failure problems in some ways. A camshaft and a header is both problems internally within the engine on these machines. James Sykes leads the first lap of this race here. Joshua Osborne trying to make the move in the inside, trying to take the lead away from Sykes. Becker down the backstretch should come here. He's in third position right now. Laura Chung trying to take fourth position away from the 4 car of William Brock. Off the third corner, off the second turn, I should say, they come. Becker trying to take the second position from Osborne. Pair of Pontiacs down up in the spot right here. Ford leads the race. That's Sykes and the Heilig-Myers machine as they come off turn number 3. William Brock, the leading Chevrolet in this field right here, as we're completing the second lap of this race. For the second lap by the leader, 179.784 miles per hour. So coming down the backstretch here, give a call to the 17 car right there, Roberto Crown Jr., one of the rookies in the field this season in the Western Auto Chevrolet, running right now in the top 5 position right now. He's in 4th position right now in the Western Auto Chevrolet. And Roberto's got high hopes for maybe possibly his first victory of the season. And it would be his first ever victory, I should say, first ever win in this series. As they come off the third corner, they come here. As they come down the front stretch here at Pocono, here right behind Phil Parker is the man who won at New Hampshire, the last race we brought to you on the tour. That's Alex Miller, the number 15 Quality Care Ford. Miller coming onto his own, definitely in this series for sure, as they come down the backstretch now. William Brock trying to close up on the 43 car of Mike Becker, who's now closed up in the back of James Sykes. Here comes Becker down the low side, trying to take the lead away from Sykes. They come off turn number 2, excuse me. And Becker will take the lead here going into the third turn, about the same place Sykes took the lead from here. Took the lead from Becker on that spot on the track here. Poor Mike Becker has started from the pole, hasn't even led a first lap yet. Didn't even lead the first lap, but he'll lead this first lap of the race, at least. Phil Parker down there in a number 5 car. Here comes William Brock to the low side here. Brock ran strong there the first time he was at Pocono this season for the Wix Filters 400 earlier this season. They come on the backstretch here, and here comes Osborne to the left side where it gets Roberto Crown Jr. And Aaron Macklin wanted to go to the inside of Roberto Crown Jr. for a position, but got blocked away by Kyle Matthews, who gets both Macklin and Crown in one fell swoop. Looking down the backstretch, the front stretch, I should say, they come. Here comes Sykes to the low side of Becker. And he's got Alex Miller behind him. Joshua Osborne. Well, I tell you what, if there's a driver who definitely wants a morale boost, it's definitely the 20 of Joshua Osborne. And Osborne, of course, one of the guys who could take a crummy day and pretty much find silver linings anywhere. He's that positive of a person in that number 20 machine. But up the high side he goes here, and here comes Matthews down the low side. He's got Osborne. He's going to try to get Phil Parker in the 5 car. Here comes number 17 of Roberto Crown Jr. He's going to try to make it 3 wide on the front stretch. Front stretch is wide enough to is more than wide enough to go 3 wide. They can go about 4 wide, 5 wide if they choose to on this track. That's how wide it is. But when you get into turn number 1, 5 wide's no bueno, and they'll have to take it down about 2 wide coming down into turn number 1. Matt McIntyre, the number 33 car, down the low side. He tries to hold off the 28 car of Cat Batson. 40 car of Zach Winkle in this bunch as well, too. Winkle running 12th. Here comes Chung to the low side. She's going to take position from the 40 car. She's got Dylan Young behind her. And 31, Dana Bouchard behind them, as well as the 24 of Charles Sanford. Bouchard runs 15th. Sanford running 16th right now. On board with Charles Sanford, car number 24, the DuPont Chevrolet. See how Charles drives this track here, 162 miles on the track off number 2. First, long car stretch down the short chute, 192 miles an hour turn number 3, and down about 139 going into the third corner. Gradually picks back up the throttle, comes off the third corner, 170 miles an hour, and this out back here, I bet she's going to be over 200. Yeah, see, 197, 98, 99, 200, 1, saw 202 blink going into turn number 1. Down about 170 miles an hour coming off the turn number 1 here at Pocono Raceway. James Sykes back into the lead position right now. Sykes' only win this season came in the Mellow Yellow Racing Series when he won at Richmond back in the first races of the season. Stretch they come. Sykes down the front stretch here. He leads yet another lap. He's got Becker and Brock behind them. Ford in first, Pontiac in second, Chevy in third. Mike Becker, I should say Phil Parker has the fastest lap of the race so far, 181.437 miles per hour. And they are averaging so far 178 miles an hour down the backstretch so far here at Pocono. So William Brock in the lead here. William Brock in second position. Mike Becker's your leader, and here comes Kyle Matthews, another Pontiac. Down the low side he goes. He's way down on the inside in that number 42 Coors Light Pontiac. Trying to take third position away from James Sykes. He's got it going in turn number 1. He's going to want second position now too in that number 4 machine on the 4 William Brock. Matthews looking for his second victory of the season. He won, as we mentioned, at Dover. Aaron Macklin running in 8th position. 9th is Cat Batson. 10th is Daniel Bouchard. Matt McIntyre in 11th position. Charles Sanford in 12th. 13th is Zach Winkle. 14th is Laura Chung. 15th right now is Dylan Young. 16th is Roberto Crown Jr. 17th is John Andrews. 18th, and problems with Jessica Shelton in the 94 car. That's number 2 in the points. Or actually, she's third. I think she was third in the points. Excuse me, coming in and says, "Oh, Shelton's got problems." number 94 car, and you're on board with Jessica Shelton. And as you definitely see her trying to get her car going, and she is going to stop. She's going to come to a dead stop. Looks like on the long pond straight, and that's going to cause a yellow flag possibly to fly. Oh boy! There she comes down and she is teleported onto the pit road. So Shelton didn't have a good qualifying run at all, though. And Pocono was trying to move her way up to the field, and she was moving her way up to the field slowly. But unfortunately, it all fell down for the number 94 team, and out of the race, I believe, is Shelton, unless they can get that car repaired for some, in some ways. She's still on pit road. She hasn't teleported out of the race just yet. Back to the leaders. It is Mike Becker out in front. Second position is the 42 car of Kyle Matthews, who's now getting past the 4 car of William Brock. Brock down the high side here. He gets passed by Matthews, but now Matthews looks inside. Is he going to lead this lap over Becker? No, he is not. Matthews got second position by Becker got the lead on that lap by just a smidgen, but now when they go through turn number 1, it's going to be Kyle Matthews out in front. But Becker fighting back on the outside of the racetrack as they come down the back stretch. Long Pond Show is 3,055 feet in length here as they come down the back stretch here. 2 opponents side by side, 43 and 42. One painted blue, the other painted silver with a splash of blue and red on it. Matthews has the top spot now. Off the third corner they come. James Sykes there. Like I said, give a call to that 90 team. That he has been absolutely incredible so far in this race here. Pocono qualified outside pole, only to Becker, who had the top spot in qualifying. Sykes maybe in for possibly what could be his first victory of the season. 15 laps are about to be in the books, so we'll have 15 to go this time by. So plenty of action left to go here at Pocono Raceway. But we were looking through the field of cars here as we were Shelton had problems there. There's Becker, or I should say, there's Dunham, Dylan Young, Rob Evans, and the 26 car of Ryan Brommer, James Henry, I should say, in the 25 car. Roberto Crown Jr. 17, Jesse Turner and Dylan Poteet side by side. Turner in the 75, Poteet in the 22. There's the Turner in that green and orange Ford. Poteet gets past Turner. Poteet gets 22nd position. Turner down to 23rd. Jesse Turner, I'll tell you, he's a little bit frustrated with his results this season too. The man who's used to winning a few races in the season, though, and his performance has fallen off there. Of course, I think it's a combination of that and stiffer competition is what it's kind of coming down to. But Turner, furious and just absolutely furious, just absolutely passionate to succeed in these seasons in the NNSCRA, though. Some seasons he's got good races, some seasons he doesn't. And that's basically the story with Jesse Turner. We're getting word it's another header failure that has knocked Jessica Shelton out of the race. So Shelton will finish the race, looks like, in 38th position. So 3 cars out of the race, and all 3 of them engine failure-related problems here. 2 of the header failures and 1 a camshaft failure in the case of Quentin Moore. Allison Rain in the 7 car runs in 23rd position. 24th is Zach Rogers. 25th is Levi McIntyre. To come down the back stretch, they come here. On board on the roof cam from Zach Rogers' car. Runs 24th right now. Nathan Foreman now gets past the number 18 machine. How fast is that? Go down the front stretch here at Pocono. We saw 202 already by Charles Sanford. No 203 miles an hour to turn number 1 goes the Valvoline Ford. Down about 170 in the middle of turn number 1. Rogers trying to get himself back into points contention as well, too. And that Valvoline Ward, we mentioned he won at North Wilkesboro earlier this season. Keith Basson back in the pack here, as is Cole Deaver in the 3 car, the GM Goodrich Chevrolet. He also back in the back. In the meantime, off turn number 4, turn number 2. I always do this at Pocono, don't I? Off turn number 3 they come here. Kyle Matthews leads his first lap of the race here. And here comes James Sykes, goes down low side, takes position away from William Brock, who moves up to the high side here. Joshua Osborne trying to take her position away in that number 2 machine. Daniel Bouchard up there in the 31 car, and now Sykes is closed up for the number 1 spot on Matthews. See what happens as they come into turn number 3. Sykes moves to the low side, takes position away, and he'll take the lead away, the number 90 Halleck Myers Ford. Side by side for second position here, Brock and Matthews. He's got it. So William Brock goes to second place. He'll take on Matthews, who now tries to hold off Joshua Osborne for that number 3 position. But now William Brock, or I should say Daniel Bouchard in the 31 car. He's in 5th position. 6 is Cat Bazin. Charles Sanford up to 7th now in the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet. Rick Camp from Charles's car. Number 10 laps to go this time by car number 24, the DuPont Chevrolet. Keep your eye on Charles. He might not be done yet. Up to 5th position goes the DuPont car. Off the second turn they come here, off turn number 1 I should say. Sanford close up on the back of Bouchard and the 4 car of William Brock. Matthews keeps second position for the time being. James Sykes, I tell you what, that 90 car, he might be the car to beat possibly in this race, but here comes Matthews. Low side again in that Coors Light Silver Bullet, and he'll take the lead from the 90 of James Sykes. And Matthews has the lead now, 21 laps in the books, 9 laps to go. One of 3 straight races we'll have on a 2.5-mile racetrack here today at Pocono, and next race after this will be the final plate race of the season. We go to Talladega for the Die Hard 500. And then after this, we'll be on to Indy for the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Bouchard up to second place now. Sanford tries for third. He's got it. He's got the help from Osborne in the 20. Down the backstretch they come. Sykes drops down to about 4th position here. Osborne up the high side. Here comes Brock to the low side. He's got Alex Miller behind him in the 15 car. And down the backstretch they come here. Miller tries to get past the 5 car of Phil Parker. Cat Batson up there. And here comes the 26 of Ryan Brommer. We haven't talked about him at all today in that 26 Quaker State Ford. So Brommer was 11th the last time. By this time by, he is up to the 9th position. So he's up in the top 10 now in the Quaker State Ford. John Andrews also up in the top 10 in the 41 car. But here comes Zach Winkle's going to try to shut him out of the top 10 right now. Positions being exchanged late in the going here. This time by will complete lap number 24. We'll have 6 to go. Kyle Matthews looking for a second victory of the season. He's not won. I don't think he's won at Pocono in his career. We'll see. I may have to check back on that, but Matthews looking strong right now as they come off turn number 3. 24 laps down, 6 to go here at Pocono Raceway in the AC Sparkplugs 400. Danny Bouchard up there in the number 31 car. He's up to 5th position. Osborne in 6th. Phil Parker trying to take 7th position away from Alex Miller. Through turn number 2. And here comes Charles down the inside for the lead as he takes the Jeff Gordon car, trying to make him move his way up to the top spot. And he'll take it. So Sanford, who's also looking for his second victory of the season, he's won, as we mentioned, at Sonoma. Charles Sanford up front now, 25 down, 5 to go. But here comes that number 90, James Sykes, the number 90 Howard Myers Ford. Junie Donlevy Racing is what the name of that team was here. 1996, I should say, Ford Thunderbird is what he's driving. Matthews goes low for second place on Sykes. Off turn number 3 they come here. Sykes keeps second place right now. Down the front stretch, here comes Osborne for 3rd position now. Miller at the 5th. In the 15 car. There's the field there. You paid your money. Now take your choice. Who do you think it's going to be? Sykes gets shoved up to the high side here. He keeps the handle. Here comes Matthews. He's going to give Sykes a push here. Here comes Matthews to the low side for the second place. And he's got it through turn number 3 now. Osborne trying to come up behind the 42 machine. 3 laps to go. Osborne trying to take 3rd position away from James Sykes as we go through turn number 1. Ooh, that was close. Sykes in car number 90. Osborne in the 20. That's about for 3rd place here between those 2 cars. One's a Ford, the other a Pontiac here, and you got another Ford behind them. Alex Miller trying to get himself in the position here. And here comes Matthews for the lead on Sanford. Kyle Matthews, number 42, to the inside of Charles Sanford. He's going to take position away. Puts the Coors Light Silver Bullet up to the top spot now. Now what's Sanford going to do in that number 24 car? He's at the high side. Joshua Osborne trying to give him a shove, but to no avail because Alex Miller's going to give the 90 car of James Sykes a shove. Two laps to go. White flag this time by. Miller pushes the 24 of Charles Sanford up to the 2nd place now. Now does Charles have anything for Kyle Matthews? James Sykes, though, right there behind. He's been strong all day long. So in that number 90 car, if he can shove Charles up to the back of Kyle's car, we may have a 3-way battle for the win. And I think that's what we're going to have here as they come off turn number 3 now. It'll be the white flag waving. 1 lap remaining at Pocono. Sanford is right there in the number 24 car. Matthews deploys first. 2nd is Sanford. 3rd is Sykes. 4th is Miller. 5th is John Andrews. We haven't talked about him today neither. The number 41 car, and he's up to 5th. Brock in 6th position. 7th is Parker. Osborne drops to 8th. 9th is now Zach Winkle and Daniel Bouchard. Running in 10th. This is it. They're coming off turn number 3. Sanford up to the back bumper of Matthews. Here they come into turn number 3. What's Charles going to do? He takes no action for the time being. Here they come off that 3rd corner. They come to the start-finish line here. Sanford may think one last ditch effort, but it's not going to happen. Checkered flag. Kyle Matthews wins the AC Spark Plugs 400 at Pocono. Kyle Matthews, the number 42 Coors Light Silver Bullet, goes to victory lane. But boy, what a fight! That was there. But he put up between with Sanford, Sykes, and a host of others, and all results in his 2nd victory of the season. Kyle Matthews gets the victory here today. So 28 races are in the books here. Average speed 177.479 miles an hour. Charles Sanford finishes 2nd. James Sykes will finish 3rd. John Andrews with a solid day finishing 4th. Alex Miller finishes 5th. Phil Parker 6th. William Brock 7th. Zach Winkle, Joshua Osborne finishes 8th. Zach Winkle 9th. And Laura Chung just inched out Ryan Brommer to finish 10th there. Brommer with a solid day. That's still that 2016 finishes 11th. Aaron Macklin, a good day for that 80-17, comes home 12th. Daniel Bouchard 13th. Cat Betson 14th. 15th goes to Dylan Young. Mike Becker, who was up there for most of the race, he ends up finishing 16th. Jesse Turner 17th. 18th, Matt McIntyre. Allison Rain 19th. And Levi McIntyre will finish in 20th. 21st to Dylan Poteet. Cole Deaver 22nd. 23rd, Nathan Orman 24th. We'll go to Rob Evans 25th to James Henry. Zach Rogers, 26th, not the day he won it. Now that 6th team. Seth Cole, 27th. Then Trent Dunham, Keith Batson, Roberto Crown Jr. to top 30. Then Cement Oscon, Zachary Fitzwater, Ryan George, Daniel Gettrock, Wes McCoy, Muhammad Abdullah, and Dylan Abrahamian was the last of the finishers here today. 37 cars finished this race here today. All 37 of them finished on the lead lap. So the rest of the cars out of the race: Jessica Shelton, Quentin Moore, and Paul Minnick. All 3 of them due to mechanical failures on their machine. No crashes, thankfully, here today at Pocono, so at least he had that. But for Quentin and Jess, that's huge points implications right there for those 2 drivers. But a big points harvest though for Kyle Matthews as he gets the victory here today in Spain with Charles Sanford. Those 2 got the points they needed to get themselves back up in the points contention. Especially for Charles, he is not in the top 15 in the points. That's pretty much. So that was a big pick-me-up for the number 24 team. So that will do it here today at Pocono Raceway. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got NR races, we got gaming videos, we got NR online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, which is the main series on this channel as well too. And of course, it's also the premier series on this channel as well too. And if you want to get with Seth for next season of Duracell Cup, then please, if you want in on the next series, a season of Duracell Cup, then please get with Seth and he'll get you going on that. Also check out our other 2 channels that does NNSCRA offline series, including the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series from Thrash Maniac 99, and also the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series from channel X86753985AX. So be sure to get those two channels and subscribe for some cool stuff as well too. So that will do it here today at Pocono. Congratulations once again to Kyle Matthews, the winner of the AC Spark Plugs 400. For now, this is James Qualls, the production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 10 years of offline racing at its best. We'll see you at the Die Hard 500 at Talladega.
Greg, did you have any ignition problems?